Welcome to Spill the Beans. This channel is about bringing you, the consumer, into the world of Malaysian F&B. In this episode, three-time Malaysian Barista Champion Jason Loo shows us how to make a perfectly brewed coffee right at home.
Hi guys, my name is Jason. I'm the co-founder of Yellow Brick Road. So today, I would like to share with you a little bit about how we can brew at home using a French press. So we're looking at a medium coarse grind size, which is close to like a coarse sea salt grind size. So the next thing we're looking at brew temperature. So today I'm using at 94 degrees Celsius. So this temperature I would say is just perfect for extraction, for coffee extraction. We don't want to heat it too much at almost a boiling point because that will over extract. Or if you go too low, it will go to an under extract where it tastes more acidic and more sour. So for the temperature itself, if you don't have a thermometer at home, so you can always leave it off boil. Basically, you boil the water in the kettle to a boiling point, and then you can open the cover, leave it off boil for about 1 minute, and then let it cool down slightly. That's where it will reach around 94, 96 degrees Celsius. So we get the coffee beans, grounded coffee in. And then the third thing is the brew time. I'm gonna fill up the whole French press until 230 grams. Again, the brew ratio, 15 grams to 230. So once we're done with that, we give it a good agitation. I would say about 10 stirs. So this will allow the coffee and the water to immerse together and extract those beautiful flavors. So we're gonna leave it aside, push it a little bit down so that it's nicely immersed the coffee beans into the hot water. I'm gonna wait at about 1 minute and 30 seconds. Then we're gonna plunge it down and let it sit for another 30 seconds, and then we can enjoy the coffee itself. So the coffee we're brewing today is a Costa Rica coffee, a natural process. We're looking at flavors like plums, also a little bit of dates, and a finish of like a slightly of a chocolatey finish. If you're wondering where to order coffee beans online, we can recommend local roasteries such as Artisan Roastery and The Roastings, who can deliver beans straight to your doorstep. Check out their shops in the link below. When you buy a coffee pack, there's always flavors and also the brew parameters. So those are recommended parameters and also the flavors that we can look for in our coffee itself. So at 1 minute 30 seconds, so this is how it goes. So we plunge it slowly. So make sure not to press it too hard. Give it a bit of time. So we're done with it, 2 minutes. I think it's pretty good. So on the second brewing method, we're looking at a V60. So this is an entirely different brewing method compared to the French press, because for French press, it's immersion. For V60, we're looking at what we call as a percolation method, whereby we're gonna pour water over and then the coffee will drip through. So the first thing I'll show you is, of course, a V60 and a filter paper and also a server. So we're gonna wet the paper right before we brew. So this process is crucial, is because we need to rinse away those kind of paper smell and also to get the paper nicely attached close to the V60 itself. So once we're done with it, so don't forget to throw the water away. So the ratio, we're looking at the same ratio, 15 grams to 230 grams of water, but I'll be using a different coffee for this V60 brewing. So we're looking at a Kenya AA, a fully washed processed coffee. So for this, we're looking at a section called blooming. So this part is important is because we need to oxidize the coffee itself, let it breathe a little bit before we extract it. So this part is where we take 30 seconds, we pour hot water over, and then we let it bloom for that 30 seconds. So the amount of water we're pouring in, it's about 2 times the coffee that we put in. So we're gonna leave it for 30 seconds. You can see the bubbles is bubbling up. So this is where the coffee breathes and absorbs the water into the coffee, the grounded coffee itself. So it's crucial because it helps us to extract more flavors on the second part. So once we touch 30 seconds, so the first pour, we're looking at about 120 grams So this part is where we extract the coffee flavors and where the acidity comes through as well. Now, if you can see just now I was giving a pour, so that is where the agitation works as well. So it gives more extraction power to the coffee and bring out more flavors. So at about 1 minute, we top up the water itself to about 160 grams. So for this coffee, we're looking at flavors like pink grapefruit, cranberry, and rhubarb. So these are more fruity flavors, as Kenyan carries a more berry-like and a little bit more higher in acidity. So once we touch 1 minute 30 seconds, I'll top up to about 200 grams of water. Now this is where you can see the coffee extraction slows down. It's because everything starts to settle down. So the agitation part is important in order to extract more flavors, continuously extracting those flavors out from the coffee itself. So the final pour, we're targeting at 230 grams. So every pour, we try to hit the same height where we first fill up. So from there, we continuously top up to 100 grams, and 160, 200 grams, and 230. So from here, we're targeting to reach at about 2 minutes 30 seconds and 2 minutes 45 seconds extraction time. So we try not to go beyond 3 minutes because for me, I think this coffee extracts perfectly at about this timing. So once we're done, always prepare another cup because we have the finishing drip from the V60 itself. And then coffee is ready. So there we go. I hope you guys learned something today and enjoy brewing at home. Stay safe, stay tuned. Bye-bye.
In the next episode of Spill the Beans, we take a look at how to make healthy and tasty juices right at home. If you like what you see, just click subscribe. See you next week.